of course, we have to understand that, these freaking conditionings that's been latching onto us for freaking years. Okay. I'm not talking about, oh, yeah, this is new, this new negative thinking. It's just so fresh. 1 month in, no, like it's been with you for a long time and you know it, right? And the thing here is knowing that they've been living like free rent in your body, as I like to call it, right? They've been living free rent in your mind, in your body, in your heart, in your soul. They've been just chilling here and you're like, oh, no, 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 you don't have to pay rent or anything. Just be here. Yeah, whisper those nasty thoughts to me. Not the sexy, nasty one, you see, it's the nasty, nasty one. So this is the thing. We have to know who we're dealing with, what we're dealing with right now, right? So how we're going to powerfully release is that, wait a minute, these things are not me, right? Like you are, like your house, like this is your temple, this is your house, okay? They are getting free rent. You're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna kick you out. Let's go. Let's get out. You have that power, okay? Because they're not even paying you rent. Tell the things to get out. And not just like, yo, get out, F you. It's like, you know what? I know that you've been here. I've been giving you housing. Like you let them in the first place. You have to know that you let them in. And maybe because you were holding on to these negative thoughts, these entities, these parasites, because you believed, okay, and this is something that can be really hard to digest, that once upon a time you believe that it serves you to hold on to these thoughts and beliefs. What does that mean? It means that, for example, maybe you've gone through a heartbreak and then you're like, I'm going to hold on to the belief that all men cheat, all men are bad, all men are pigs, animals. I don't know what people say, right? So, but then you hold on to that. And then on the other hand, you're like, manifesting love. Yes, yes, yes. I see the 333. I think love is coming. Soulmate, 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 right? And then you still have this belief that all men are bad, all men are evil, all men are, I don't know, cheat. And there's this conflict, you see? And what happens here is that your manifestation doesn't come through. Your soulmate cannot come through because you have opposite beliefs. But the thing is, you have these beliefs in the first place because just in case, okay, yeah, of course I want my soulmate. Of course I believe that there's a soulmate for me. But just in case that it's not true, just in case there's no soulmate, just in case I want to die alone, I'm going to hold on to this belief so that it keeps me safe, you know? And same thing with money and abundance and, living free financially. This is why a lot of people, we struggle with finances, we struggle with money. It's because the truth about money and abundance is that we live in a world of abundance. Don't believe me? Look outside. There's an abundance of air. There's an abundance of people. There's an abundance of grass. There's an abundance of trees. There's an abundance of water. There's enough food that goes around that no one gets to starve, right? Like we live in abundance, like a tree from a little seed. It can grow into a fruit tree and it produce so many fruits and so many seeds. Think about that. Our world is anchored in the frequency of abundance. But what happened along the way? We bought into scarcity. We bought into lack. We bought into fear. We bought into not enough. You see? But when you are not enough, when you don't feel not enough, like attract like, right? Again, law of attraction, nothing new. Like attract like. If you inside of you feel lack, you're going to be attracting to lack thoughts. Whether it's lack about there's going to be no one who's going to love me, there's not enough money for me, there's not enough opportunities out there. That's what happens. So you see, this is why people say everything starts from within, starts from self, right? Everything starts from self, because when you focus on yourself, when you become a better person, thinking better, having better thoughts, your expansion just keeps on expanding and expanding. But the thing is, when you're stuck in the scarcity fear base, I'm not enough, then nothing will be enough for you. Okay? You can have all the Chanel bags in the world in your room and you still won't feel enough. I promise you. Because that lack is so deeply anchored within you. You see, it's not a Chanel bag is not going to fix it. You see? No amount of love and appreciation and likes and following on Instagram, YouTube is going to fix that. right? That's why I work a lot with creators, and I, mastermind with a lot of my influencer friends who, who have millions of following and still don't feel enough. Why is that? It's because we never fixed the core issue, you see? We've been playing around. We've been playing around. We've been looking at the fluffies. That's why I said this is not a fluffy type of masterclass. This, we get into the real. You think, okay, I don't feel enough. I'm going to get this, I don't know, plastic surgery, this shirt, this cool Rolex watch, this cool Chanel bag, this cool whatever, so that I can feel enough, so I can feel pretty, so I can never be bullied again. No, it's an inner work, you see? So actually, when you work on yourself, when you heal yourself from the inside out, what happens is that things change, things shift. You will feel enough. And you're a match to abundance. You're a match to abundance of love, of wealth, of happiness, of amazing people. I honestly, when I was growing up, I didn't have like good friends. I always had friends who were like taking away from my energy, who were like not always there for me, who always show up late, who always scroll the phone when I'm talking to them. And I was like, oh, what's wrong with me? I always thought it was something wrong with me. But actually, it's not even wrong with them. It's because inside, I don't feel worthy for someone to have attention on me. I don't feel worthy to be seen. I don't feel worthy at all. So of course, if I don't feel worthy, why should they feel like I'm worthy enough to place their attention on me? You see? So when I start to change, to shift my identity, to shift the way I think, the way I am, things shifted in my life.